Hey, well, you know spring is coming, eventually, and you know what that means. It's time to lighten up the wardrobe. So here's my question. If you're looking to buy a few things, will you be going to a mall? I ask that because, you know, the retail industry sector here in Canada is actually our single largest employer for many Canadians. It employs just under 2 million Canadians. Many of them work in shopping centers right across the country. With me right now, Ben, Kelsey. Do you guys still shop at shopping centers?
I do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're not online. The online trend hasn't taken over yet.
I love online. I find it super convenient, especially around holiday season, like Christmas, birthdays. But I love going to the mall with the kids. On a day when it's raining outside, we head to the mall and we end up spending money.
That is so
You're
interesting.
absolutely right. That's it, absolutely right. And also, I need to try certain things on. There's certain things I don't mind taking a chance on online, and then if I don't like it, I'll send it back. But there's certain things, if I need something to be just right, I have to try it on.
But I know that's not the trend for everybody. A lot of people turning to online.
Exactly. And what we're seeing is that a lot of malls across the country are struggling. Now, we're not talking the top tier malls like the Eaton Centers or the Chinook Centers or the Pacific Center. We're talking about secondary malls, the ones that you usually find in the suburban areas of these large metro areas. They are struggling. Why are they doing this? What's happening? Well, we've seen the loss of many anchor tenants. We're talking the Zellers, the Targets, the Sears, Canadas. These were large chunks of areas of these malls that were occupied by these large retailers that are now not occupied. So what is also happening? Well, Canada may have overbuilt in terms of retail space. When we look on average, the square footage per 100 people, we actually have double the amount than the UK has and quadruple the amount than Germany has. So what does that mean? Well, the amount of money that we're spending at these retailers, where it's running thin. Rather than, you know, pooling that all together at one location, we're kind of spreading that over a couple locations, plus the rise of online shopping. And this is no surprise. Now, it's not all malls that are doing bad. Some are actually doing really well. Actually, the best mall in terms of sales is right here in Toronto at Yorkdale Mall, if you haven't been. It is a very busy mall, and annual sales figures total $1.6 billion.
Yeah,
and that's generated by nearly 18 million visitors a year.
Apparently, per square foot, it's one of the most successful malls in all of North America.
Exactly. So why is that? Why? Well, some are natural factors. They're located in Canada's largest urban center. A lot of rich people live in Toronto. But also, they've implemented some strategies like a high-end strategy where we found that consumer tastes have changed over the years. Rather than just looking for that middle ground retailer, many people are looking for high-end retailers or fast fashion, cheap, chic retailers. So Yorkdale has tried to implement that, but they've also tried to create experiences for their consumers, especially younger people, such as Fashion Santa. Remember that surge that was so Instagrammable? It's these type of moments, and they've also tried to capitalize on being the first location for new retailers or new restaurants, like the Cheesecake Factory.
It's almost like a social experience. You don't just go to the mall for clothes anymore. You go for the whole thing.
Exactly. So the question is, how can smaller malls across the country implement a new strategy to become successful? Well, many experts are saying that the traditional mall is kind of over. What we are going to see in the future and what these smaller malls need to do is implement a mixed-use space. So what does that mean? Well, it means developing the property around the mall. You know those large parking lots? Adding maybe some office space, some residential space, community centers, also maybe adding doctor offices, different types of offices in the mall, so it becomes a community center. So once you go to the mall, you're not just going to shop, but you're going to maybe get a prescription, you're going to go check on, your teeth, your dental office, all these different types of things. So it really begs the question, listen up, Canada, come close to your TV. This is our #YourTake question. Do you still shop at malls? And if not, what would it take for you to go back? Hit us up on Twitter and Facebook right now.